Yo, new week, new action. When we finish on Thursday and we'll have to go to Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I just feel lost a bit, but we are back. The moment we've all been waiting for on the GG Arena stream. Continuation of the Nigerian Pro Clubs League, where we are into match week 10. Match day 10, I should call it. The days are going really, really fast. I'm kind of missing the start of everything, but this is where we get to the business end of things. My name is Slimo, as usual. I welcome you to the Nigerian Pro Clubs League, brought to you by GG Arena. We've got KD Sports doing something huge to bring this one to you, and of course, Effortless Script Sports Network, all coming together to give us this big Pro Clubs League, and we have enjoyed it from start till here. If you just joined, you're officially welcome to the family. It is a big family indeed. We've got a lot of people who are enjoying the Pro Clubs action, and if you've been here from the start, a big shout out to you. We're about to start with the games very, very soon, and today we are introducing another new segment, our interview segment, which we promised to give to you today. We are finally having it for you. I've got someone from the best team so far, the team that's currently up on the table, leading by 5 points. Adefola from Get Club Course is on the lines. He'll be speaking to us very, very shortly. Adefola, can you hear me? Hello? Adefola, can you hear me? Well, we'll surely try to catch up with him before we we start the stream today. Very, very interesting things to come. Of course, I've told you earlier, match day 10 begins soon with some more juicy fixtures incoming. Definitely some of the best stuff you'll see in pro clubs around the world this year on the GG Arena channel. And you've got to be ready as well. I mean, some of the action we've seen from the likes of Get Club, because Adefola, who we are supposed to speak to in a few minutes' time, some of the stuff we've seen from them is just incredible, and we are ready for anything that they bring. So for sure, we'll definitely be having some of the top pro club action to start today. But if you are just joining the GG Arena stream, this is the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. Kindly hit that subscribe button before we kick start today's agenda. There's a lot on the table to discuss. I've told you earlier, we are into match day 10. Match day 10, which of course has loads of games to enjoy, loads of games to pick from, and we are ready for all the action that it brings. Well, match day 10, I mean, with the pressure on Get Club Cause at the top, you know they do not want to slip up when they've got an interesting fixture today coming up against Eagles FC. Will try to bring that feed for you and more for today's stream. Kindly subscribe to the channel if you are new in here, and I'll be taking my first break of the day, but when we are back, we'll see if we have the chance to speak to Adefola before we go into the day's games. They are very, very interesting ones coming up. So we'll go for that quick break. And when we are back, there's more action coming from the Nigerian Pro Clubs League.
I didn't hear you, bro. I didn't hear you, bro. I didn't hear you. Asking, can you hear me? Can you hear me? No, 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 no. Yeah, yeah. Because these guys, me, I tell them, say, me the post, yes, about post, yeah.
Match day 10 is here, and of course, we've got some big things to discuss today. But before we head into the matches today, I've got Adefola on the line who's ready to speak to us. Adefola, one of the players from Get Club Cause who are sitting comfortably at the top of the table. I don't know if we should start calling comfortable, but hey, they are 5 points ahead, so we'll see how that pans out at the end of it all. Adefola, if you can hear me, what's up?
Yeah, bro, what's good? What's good? I'm happy to be here.
I'm good. It seems like we're having trouble with the audio. Your line is breaking a bit. But can you still hear me? Adefola, can you still hear me?
Bro.
Yeah, we're having trouble with probably network problems. But if you can hear me, kindly tell me about how the Nigerian Pro Clubs League is going so far. How have you seen Get Club season? I mean, you guys have been off to an incredible start. Did you guys envision the start with how you guys have been training at the back? Just tell me how the whole league has been going for yourself and the whole team. Well, a lot more trouble today with the interviews, but for sure, we'll work on that and then bring that interview to you, trying to catch Adefola of Get Club Clause. Now, I mean, Adefola, who's at the heart of the things happening with Get Club Clause and all of their success, of course, in the heart of the midfield, sometimes drives into attack, makes those late runs, and they have put on a scoring clinic, an offensive outburst, giving them the most goals in the league. They are also the table toppers for a reason, up by 5 points, definitely putting their stamp over the whole of the league. We'll definitely have a chance to speak to him very, very shortly as we are about to start today's proceedings. You're welcome to match day 10. Adefola, can you still hear me now?
Hear you clearly, bro.
You can hear me clearly?
Yes. I don't know if you can hear me clearly.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of echo behind your voice, so it's extremely difficult to hear. But
maybe I should try to.
Well, but if you can hear me, kindly tell me how the season is going for yourself and, of course, all of your teammates on Get Club, because I know it's been an impressive start. But did you guys envision that you'd start like this? Well, I think we are still struggling with Adefola's mic, but for sure, probably during the middle of the stream, we'll definitely have a chance to speak to Adefola. I'll go for another break. When we are back, we'll get more of the action that is coming up today from match day 10. And of course, in the middle of that, we'll probably catch Adefola when he's done with today's games. They have a big fixture coming up against Eagles FC. Produce definitely some amount of goals which we have enjoyed so far. On your screens right now is Niggas in Debt as they take on Eagles FC in this matchup, as Niggas in Debt kindly leading on that scoreline as they do, and just like that, the crossing coming in one. The Niggas in Debt will seal the 3 points, and they could add another goal to just put the icing on the cake. Haaland with the ball into the finish. Stamps his authority all over the game, and they're greedy to finish it up. Niggas in Debt seal the victory. Niggas in Debt who are definitely looking for those points, come up against GFC. GFC madly lead of those points, just has 1 point to their name, 1 draw, 5 losses. I mean, very, very important game for them as they come up against Niggas in Debt. On your screens, and already the man in white making things count. Niggas in Debt starting off class. I think it's even trickier, and you've got to be alert to the danger. But so far so good. The defenders have stayed there. But what a move and what a finish. This time the cross didn't go into the far post. Aimless chaos for this matchup. Uptown VLs, everybody who's made this a lot more fun as we head into the second half of the action. Uptown VFC, I mean, I like what I'm seeing. Shots! I just didn't have an answer. I said at the start of the stream that we will have some teams who don't have wins make some noise, but just like that, Abuja XI with a huge opportunity with the whole of the goal to aim at, making no mistake, powering of the table, the likes of Unsalik GFC and Uptown VFC. My oh my, they have put up a big fight. Well, I'm not sure they'd be happy about that one. A very questionable penalty goes in the way of Abuja XI. Will they make them pay? From 12 yards, Lancelot Hofstadts finishes it. 3 goals to 1 now. The mark striker. Well, probably one of the top winning end. You're not going to care. You're just going to be excited that you are the one. Just taking time off that clock, but I'm sure at our VFC will be looking to find their way back. But it's looking like a very long way back now. Let me talk. She's doing all the talking up front there. On the volley, goalkeeper, no chance in hell of Abuja XI, and then midfield dominance from the likes of Farouk Manzo and Lancelot in those areas have just been incredible. But that could be for the games we've seen today have had loads of goals. Remember that 5-4 game in which Big Guns FC took the victory in those final minutes to get them the victory. It's very, very important that we see that one which closes it. If that had been ruled as a goal, surely contender for goal of the season. But the linesman said that wasn't the best, but he's not going to. As the Familiar FC equalized with a cross of their own. Well, they're getting another cross and it works. Oh, that's deja vu. You beat me with a cross, I can do that too. Whatever you can do, I can do better. And they greedy. You kind of just feel a pep in their step with how quick and crisp those passes have been. Prince Kelvin though went about for KD Sports, but that's not way to lose the ball though. They could be punished. They've got bodies up front. The Familiar have to make this one work, and they do. That's how to put the press on. Who we call this one? Gang pressing. Incredible. See, I think the Nigerian Pro Clubs League has produced definitely some amount of goals which we have enjoyed so far. On your screens right now is Niggas in Debt as they take on Eagles FC in this matchup, as Niggas in Debt kindly leading on that scoreline as they do. And just like that, the crossing coming in one. The Niggas in Debt to seal the 3 points, and they could add another goal to just put the icing on the cake. Haaland with the ball into the finish, stamps his authority all over the game, and they're greedy to finish it up. Niggas in Debt seal the victory. Niggas in Debt who are definitely looking for those points, come up against GFC. Madly lead of those points, just has 1 point to their name. 1 draw, 5 losses. I mean, very, very important game for them as they come up against Niggas in Debt. On your screens, and already the man in white making things count. Niggas in Debt starting off class. I think it's even trickier, and you've got to be alert to the danger. But so far so good. The defenders have stayed there. But what a move and what a finish. This time the cross didn't go into the far post. Aimless chaos for this matchup. Uptown VLs, everybody who's made this a lot more fun as we head into the second half of the action. Uptown VFC, I mean, I like what I'm seeing. Shots! I just didn't have an answer. I said at the start of the stream that we will have some teams who don't have wins make some noise, but just like that, Abuja XI with a huge opportunity with the whole of the goal to him, but making no mistake, empowering of the table, the likes of Unsullied, GFC, and Uptown VFC. My oh my, they have put up a big fight. Well, I'm not sure they'd be happy about that one. A very questionable penalty goes in the way of Abuja XI. Would they make them pay from 12 yards? Lancelot Hofstad's match day 10 definitely promises some intriguing action. On your screens are what we will be witnessing today. Definitely some top games coming in. They will be kicking things off with Nameless Chaos taking on The Familiar, and in our second game, Cade Esports versus FunQuest Pro Esports. FunQuest Pro, one of the teams currently struggling in the league, has no points. In fact, has lost 9 straight games, all of the 9 games that we've played today. So FunQuest Pro really struggling at this point, coming up against Cade Esports, who already have 9 points to their name. Uptown VFC take on Big Guns today. The Unsullied take on Curry's FC, which I'm 100% sure that we'll definitely be bringing you that stream live when they do start. And Abuja XI take on JFC. Third place, the Marshall FC go away to Niggas in Depth, who we saw the offensive explosion last Thursday, where we saw them get that important victory. Our next game, of course, GG Arena and Effortless FC also match up. GG Arena, who are currently the ones putting the pressure on Tabletoppers Get Club, because need the victory, coming up against Effortless FC, who are also in 4th place. That fixture as well, we'll definitely be bringing you that one. Two top fixtures to kind of set our sights on and just enjoy from both of them. And finally, Tabletoppers Get Club, because take on Eagles FC, the struggling Eagles FC, who has got 3 points to their name. So sit tight, grab whatever makes you enjoy when you're watching movies, when you're watching your music videos, when you're watching gaming videos as well. Just grab that, your popcorn, your biscuits, your drinks, anything you've got, and with you around, and just enjoy this action that will be bringing to you very, very shortly. It is match day 10 of the Nigerian Pro Clubs League, brought to you by Cade Esports, GG Arena, Effortless Grip Sports Network, all coming together to make this one a huge success. And remember that you could give these guys a follow. All of the companies that I mentioned earlier, GG Arena, they're on Instagram, they're on X as well, GG Arena. Just go in there, just show your support. I mean, they've put a lot into this, and they deserve all the credits that they are getting. But you could also show your support by subscribing to the channel. You can leave a like on the stream, really helps with everything that goes down, and for sure we'll definitely be having some of their games on stream today too. But I think we might just be getting into the action very, very shortly between Kerry's FC and Unsullied. Well, those two teams, Unsullied, we know how they have been at the start of this season. They haven't been starting in probably the way they want to, and they'll desperately need to get back on track, because it feels like it's just getting away from them, don't you? I mean, sometimes when the start doesn't go well, maybe you can't finish early, but I mean, we are 10 games in now. We've got to get to a point where Unsullied FC will look at themselves and be like, yeah, it's go time now. And they're coming up against fellow stragglers as well, who are currently 12th place. Kerry's FC played 9 games, just got 2 wins, 1 draw, and 6 losses. So we are underway now. Kerry's FC in your all-white kit, kicking from left to right, as the Unsullied currently sitting at 15th place in that red kit, kicking from right to left. So a big game coming up. 2 teams who are desperately in need of wins. 2 teams who still do not have any wins so far. Just Kerry's FC actually has 2 wins. Kerry's FC actually has 2 wins on the board. It's Unsullied who doesn't have a win registered to their name. So the action you are seeing Unsullied versus Kerry's FC. Kerry's FC and the white Unsullied. Well, we would have to see the aggressiveness from the start. And I mean, that first attempt from way outside is a really good sign that they mean this game. And hopefully we get to see them fire on all cylinders. Can't tell. Triple D for Kerry's FC, testing the waters early. Chisholm for a great goal, pass it to Triple D. Well, maximum effort in front to start off in the perfect way possible. Young Chief with a well-worked finish. Kerry's FC explode into life really early on here. Just 8 minutes gone. And some really crisp passing to break down the defense. And well, that's how we start this one. It was actually Unsullied who have got the lead early. So very, very interesting stuff. It's actually Unsullied who are desperately needing this victory, have got the lead first. So it is Unsullied who are currently leading by a goal to nil. They're actually the ones kicking in the Real Madrid kit, in the all-white kit, kicking from left to right, who you just saw there with Chisholm getting that all-important goal. Mahmoud in the midfield, a big switch of play to find our goal scorer Chisholm, who's been very impressive to start this game so far. I mean, his movement in the box has been pretty impressive. Some of the stuff we've seen from him, very, very good to watch as we approach the first 15 minutes of the game. And Unsullied have started in a way which we want to see. I mean, when you've got a team that is struggling, you'd want to see them, of course, start in the best possible way. So yeah, great start from Unsullied to kick us off. Black Boy at the top, trying to weave his way into the defense. Great chance, surely this one goes in. And it does. We've got the equalizer. Kerry's FC, they didn't take them too much time to respond. They are right back in this one. One goal apiece. We've been blessed with goals in this tournament, I must say. There's a few games which have been KG here and there. I can't remember that game between GG Arena and our league leaders Get Club, cause very shaky one that ended in a 1-1 draw. Very interesting game. Low scoring game, but I mean, chances came about. Players just couldn't find their feet. But taking that game out as an anomaly, we've had loads of goals to enjoy. We've seen big scorelines, we've seen A1 scorelines, we've seen 5-5 scorelines as well. Big guns. I remember them in that KG encounter. So yeah, surely there is some great stuff to enjoy from the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. Unsullied trying to work their way into a dangerous area to regain their league. Malik Abdul, that's some incredible aggressiveness to win the ball back. That time, they sent the run of the attacker, but really good reading of that play from Kerry's FC. Wale, just in an offside position. If you just joined, the Nigerian Pro Clubs League brought to you by KD Sports. We've got Effortless Script Sports Network, all putting their hands on deck to make this one possible. And of course, the VPG also on board. And if you want to have access to all the leaderboard stuff, all the top goal scorers of the tournament, you can log on to the VPG app and just search for Nigerian Pro Clubs League, and you find this tournament currently running there. Z-Boy, Triple D assesses the options, decides to go to the right-hand side of the impressive Chisholm, looking for the options. That's find a brilliant option in Triple D, but the heavy touch just gets it outside. Now, I had a chance to speak to some pro clubs players from Ghana, and what they were telling me was very, very interesting. It seems like they've got a different ideology as to how pro clubs is being played. Very, very different from the Nigerian guys as well, because I've had the privilege of being here every single day when there's match day, and I've seen a lot of lob crosses. Today, I don't know if they've gone back to the drawing board and maybe try to sweat things up a bit. We haven't seen those back post crosses. Speaking of the back post crosses, here comes one of them, and it could be very beneficial to them. And just like that, Kerry's FC have turned this one on its head. Well, I have to start expecting if some of these guys can actually hear me. Speaking of back post crosses, and just like that, they go to that. And if it's working, why change it? It gets them an all-important goal to overturn the deficit on Salid, who started so strongly, have just fallen into the pit. And we've seen that too many times from them this season. It just hasn't worked for them. They could be even in more trouble. The third goal comes in. Kerry's FC putting on an offensive masterclass. Now it has been pressing high up the field for me. They've done that so well, and they surely deserve all these 3 goals that have come in the first half. What a display so far from a team who desperately needs the win. And you could argue that Unsalid needs the victory more than them, but hey, it's on the field of play that you've got to show that. And so far, Kerry's FC have definitely showed that. Wale Lions once said you made the run a bit too early, and that just goes for offside. Incredible stuff happening here. At halftime, I'll be switching off the feed to that GG Arena game, which comes up against Effortless FC. The battle of 2 guys in the top 4. Solid, well, good response. Setting up nicely for an incredible second half. I'll surely come back to this game, but great stuff from Unsalid, getting right back into the game, that time over the top cross, able to volley that one down, but the defense just too easy to split open at the moment, as Kerry's FC have just found it so easy to break them down. Incredible stuff already from Kerry's FC. For sure, I mean, sometimes when these things come, you definitely find a way to get back into the game, and we could applaud the way in which Unsalid FC started, but it's got to be consistent. I think consistency has been the key for me. If you are not consistent, you are always punished. We are heading straight right into the game for Effortless FC and GG Arena, and it has been a blockbuster one so far. No goal scored. You could tell that this one is an extremely tight one, with GG Arena FC playing at home this time, unable to get any goals so far. Now, these 2 guys, let me tell you how impressive they've been. 2 guys who are in the top 4. GG Arena currently on top, in second place with 9 games played, 6 victories, 1 draw, and 2 losses with 19 points. As Effortless FC just right behind them in 4th place with 5 wins, 3 draws, and 1 loss with 18 points. So just 1 point separating both of these guys. So if Effortless is able to churn out a victory today, they seal the deal. Effortless FC is in the all black, if you are wondering, as GG Arena FC is in the all-white kit, who kindly won the ball brilliantly there with Rufai. Banks has options to assess. Finds Amadi, who I think is crowded in that left space area, but that's what with that great turn. Golden! Oh, that would have been one for the highlights, surely. That great move to just turn the defense on its head to be able to get the care line there that time. Just couldn't beat the goalkeeper, but I mean, when you've got battle of 2 guys in the top 4, you definitely know that it's going to be a cracker, and what we've seen already is just some great stuff. Golden, who's been deadly Afro, trying to Travella, just times the red. Time finishing. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section about time finishing. I feel like I've spoken about it a lot now. It's time to hear from you guys watching at home. If you are watching at home, a big shout out to you for joining the stream. I mean, it means a lot to us, and of course, if you are here, kindly like the stream and hit that subscribe button as well. You can leave us on post notifications, so every time we go live, you get notification about it and you can join in the fun. Effortless FC now, after GG Arena kind of had control earlier in the second half, they are looking for a way back into the game. Scoreline still 0-0. The most important statistic hasn't changed yet. We've seen some half chances, I should call it. That one from Golden from way outside with a finish shot, unable to beat the goalkeeper on that occasion. But I mean, it is promising, both teams, the way they are moving. Amadi, and I'm sure the likes of Marshall Leslie and Abuja FC also keeping close tabs on this game and wanting to see how the permutations can work at the top of the table. And that's so interesting about tournaments like these. Melville though could have a really big break for Less FC, but they do lose the ball cheaply. And here comes Amadi, GG Arena. Could they make them pay? Was that driven pass he was looking for? Well, there was only one option in the box, and that would have been an extremely difficult one to find him, as the defense blocks that one out for a corner. Another corner coming for GG Arena, putting on the press. Could they make this one count though? And corner techniques in pro clubs is one underrated feature that I think people have got to look at. Today, it just feels like I'm right on the money. We spoke about corners and they do execute right at the near post with the goalkeeper nowhere to be found. GG Arena take the lead. An impressive, well-worked corner. And you could just tell with the way they are playing that they have been traded. That's all the stuff that we love. GG Arena with an all-important goal here. Because they had to, the lead currently don't play. Switches it up to R10 down that left back spot. Well, taking their time to just find the open spaces now. Golden, great cross from Madi. My word, what a finish. That is a team goal. That is a goal of a team desiring to take down the tabletoppers. What a finish. I mean, we've got Amada pass from Golden. Just spotting the run of Amadi in there, but the deft touch just did it all for me. 2-0 now. GG Arena strutting their stuff, getting their money's worth now, up by 2-0. We call this one a really difficult one to call. In the first half, this, I mean, reiterated that point. But in the second half, it has been GG Arena all along. Once I hit the 75th minute mark, I'll be switching out the stream to see what's happening in another game between Kerry's FC and Unsullied FC. We'll see if there has been more drama. But the crucial corner, the crucial free kick for Effortless, maybe to get goal back. Yes, they do. Well worked free kick. OD. Or OG actually. Mastermind from the free kick. Could this be an energy bunny for them? Here they come on the 10. That time just took too long with the pass there. They made that one go away. Let's switch up things and let's see what's happening in our other game between Unsullied and Kerry's FC. And well, it's been an onslaught from Kerry's FC. They've opened up that lead by 5-2. I mean, they look on course now to take all those 3 points now. Get in the cross. There's the sit. Corners, corners, corners. You've got to stop underrating those. Great finish. And able to get it out of the back post. Kerry's FC have all but sealed the deal. Let's go back to what's happening between GG Arena and Effortless. It looks like something dangerous is brewing there. 2-1. GG Arena still lead with about 9 minutes to go. GG Arena, no, that's what sometimes it gets you. Sometimes it can get you in a dilemma. Yeah, by 2-1. Do I still put on the press? And it seems like GG Arena, they bite to that school of thought with a crossing Golden. Can't head it away though. They do give the ball away as Effortless FC comes away with a goal kick, but very weird movement from Golden. Gives her the ball there. Seems like he didn't expect it to come and he just gave it right back to his opponent Amadi from outside. Finish short effort. Goalkeeper parries that one away. GG Arena still knocking at the door of their third goal in this one. They just want to seal the deal. They don't want to go through the stress of having to protect their lead in the final stages. Probably trying to deploy time management techniques now. OD. Time running out for Effortless FC to get something. And they're throwing all the bodies forward now. It could be detrimental at the back for them, but they do not care at this point. They do win the ball back though. Could this be the final chance for them? OG has options up front, but Amadi. That's anticipation at its best. Reading where the pass will go and just getting your man there to be able to block that one. Well, a red card in our final few minutes to go. What a turn of events. Could they make this one count? Effortless FC on the 10. Prince has been sent off with that red card. Maybe they got another free kick here. Adinho crossing. Great header out by Odi. Chance still not gone. Italian Mafia able to just hoof that one up the field. Well, let's just a minute to go before this one ends. Blockbuster of a game. Will we just see another goal? Well, no. Referee says enough is enough. What we've seen is good enough to call GG Arena our 3 points. Getting all those 3 points on board. What a performance. And you've got to credit them, because in those final few minutes, if they had decided to maybe sit back a bit and fight that pressure, it could have gone a whole lot wrong for them. But them putting the press on their opponent, Effortless FC, just made all of us feel, probably made all of us and themselves and all of their fans feel the lead could be safe and they could keep that one. So GG Arena keep on putting the pressure on Get Club cause. So they currently go on 23 points. Very, very crucial 23 points, which could give them a huge boost in their title chart. But Get Club, because I'm looking forward to getting the link for their stream as well. Very interesting game they have coming up against Eagles. And we'll see how that one works. But so far, these games that we've enjoyed today have just been incredible. Wow. Effortless. GG Arena giving us one strong matchup. And I mean, I told you guys that they were top 4, so it was kind of expected. But I mean, when you still see it, you still really, really enjoy it. We'll be switching up things to that game between Get Club and Eagles FC very, very soon. As I'm hearing that the tabletoppers are still doing their thing. Get Club cause up by a goal to nil early on in this game with just 17 minutes gone. Well, that's how you stamp your authority on the whole league. That's how you send the message. Eagles FC. Well, kindly in 11th place with 3 wins to their name, 2 draws, 4 losses on 11 points. And they come up against the league leaders who are currently unbeaten. They just had that drawn game with GG Arena FC. Adefola, the man I was supposed to speak to earlier, who I'll probably have the chance to speak to him after the games are done. So don't go anywhere. There's an interview coming for you shortly, right after this game. Wick into Nito. Well, surely that one is going to be offside. Nito just lurking around behind the defense, and the linesman definitely saw that one. So GG Get Club cause in that PSG kit, that deep blue kit, and we've got Effortless. Eagles FC, in the yellow kits. Kind of looking like Norwich. If you're a big Premier League fan or probably won the championship, Norwich FC have a very similar kit to this one, but it's not looking like their exact kit. Owusu on the 10 finds Kweku Kells, who's got lots of pace to burn, and you see the guy's back post, gets the crossing by Olsen with a very huge clearance to get it out of there from Get Club cause. Adefola gets one big switch over the field, but Frankie reads that really well and just forces them to go out of play. Frankie for Momodu. And Eagles FC haven't been playing too bad themselves. I think they've quieted Get Club cause a bit. Just 30 in-game minutes and Get Club just have one goal. Now, when I say that, it's coming from a place of experience and what I've seen, because what I've seen from these guys, they can score in bunches, and when they do score in bunches, it's really fun to watch. But if you're a defense that can hold them down for a very long time, then kudos to you. So yeah, kudos to Eagles FC for doing that. But you've got to show up on the offensive end. Now when you do give the ball away cheaply like that, you could concede, but Bernard and Co at the back, they've just been really alert to the danger, cutting things out, aggressive when they want to be, and conservative when they want to be as well. That's top-notch defending from them so far. Agants exchanging passes with Bernard Boy that time. Ashake for Momodu. These Nigerians do really love their musicians, as we are seeing some of the pro clubs avatars with the Nigerian musicians as their names. And I know they will be in probably a sad state right now, as yesterday's Grammys didn't go their way. If you're a big musician, you're a big music lover of Afrobeat or Afropop, you know, the likes of Burna Boy and Davido didn't really enjoy stuff. But hopefully, Burna Boy on the virtual pitch for Eagles FC can turn things around, and it's been a beast at the back so far. So at least that's a consolation. Adefola for Based In. Get clap calls. The second comes in. Well, these guys offensively, I don't think there's anyone touching them. When they want to score goals, they can't score goals. When they want to defend, they can't defend as well. Currently, the best offensive team in the league and looking like the best defensive team as well. Wow, well worked goal for Get Club cause I'm sure the likes of DJ Arena, Marshall FC are desperately, the players are probably squinting their eyes a bit. They were looking forward to maybe Eagles FC holding the tabletop as to probably a draw or something. But hey, there's a lot more FC action to be played as we are heading into the second half of the game. Yeah. So yeah, confirmation of the scores from the other games we had. We brought you that GG Arena FC game against FLS FC, which was a very, very tight one. You can rewind the stream to see how the last minutes went down. I mean, GG Arena FC, who were up by 2-1, just told everybody how confident they were, how bold they were to keep attacking with about 5 minutes to go. They did lose the ball cheaply as FLS FC got one final chance, but couldn't make it count. So GG Arena, confirmation of that score. GG Arena picking up that victory, 2-1 and adding 3 points. An already impressive run they've had in the tournament so far. We also had another interesting game between Battle of the Minos, the Unsullied, and Kerry's FC and the Unsullied. The misery still continues. Still no points to their name, no wins to their name as Kerry's FC were just dominant. Before we're leaving that stream, they already are by 6-2, so 3 points in the back for them as well. You're kindly watching the Nigerian Pro Clubs League, which will bring to you this and every Monday and Thursday. If this is your first time and you're loving the stream, make sure to leave a like on the stream. My name is Slimer. I'm your host. You'll probably be hearing my voice on Mondays and Thursdays. And if you enjoy them, yes, kindly give me a thumbs up. You can go to GG Arena's channel on Instagram as well, on X, and also give them a follow. Subscribe to the channel. Really goes a long way to help with all the stuff that we are doing. I mean, once you're watching something like this, then I'll just assume that you really enjoy esports. And if you do enjoy esports, GG Arena is the place for you. You've got to subscribe to the channel. They've got variety of esports content for you to just enjoy. The last time I hopped onto their channel and joined the Call of Duty mobile stuff. So yeah, there's a lot to pick from with this channel. You've definitely got to give them a follow as we go into the second half. And it's looking like the tabletoppers can't be stopped. Well, Eagle FC, that's a way to find a goal back. But the goalkeeper for Get Clubbed, very impressive in goal and looking eager to keep his clean. Another cross coming. Ashake that time able to clear that one from danger. Good pass for Wick. Get Clubbed. Well, the third looked like it was on his way. Wick in a strong position to get their third of the game that time. I think it was a little bit of the goalkeeper moved to his right a bit, but Wick just couldn't spot it. But this could be another opportunity for them. But Shea Vibes comes and claims for Eagles FC. Also, well, that time on the 10 has been extremely difficult. And, I mean, Pro Clubs action. Wow. Don't go anywhere after the game. We'll speak to Adefola of Get Club, who are kindly cruising. I'm sure when I speak to him, he'll really be happy. Of course, Get Club, I think everybody on that team will be very happy after probably getting this victory. Is looking likely now. Frankie on the 10, Get Club still unable to get their third as at the 58th minute mark. But what I'm trying to get at is I have a chance to speak to Adefola, just pick his brain a bit about how Pro Club's action is. I know he's also a very good 1v1 player, so I just want to have a chat with him and just know how he's able to blend Pro Club's action and 1v1 action, because I had the privilege of speaking to some Ghanaian Pro players, Pro Clubs players actually, J Park and Sessi, and it was an incredible time. I mean, getting to know how everything works within Pro Clubs and me having a fair idea because of the Nigerian Pro Clubs League is definitely a huge boost for me. So shout out to GG Arena and everybody helping to get me on board. It was definitely a really good time. But speaking to the Ghanaian Pro players, I know Pro Clubs, you've got to put in more reps. Training has to be there. You guys have to play a lot of times. You have to see them in the party a lot of times to be able to get the chemistry to work. And it looks like this team is flowing with loads of that chemistry. Frankie this time getting onto the score sheet and finding the third for our league leaders. Get club cause they want to run away with the league, so probably call them a runaway league leaders for now. But GG Arena FC just creeping around, and that's what has made that table-topping experience even more fun. Great stuff from Get Club Cause, finding their third. Wick on the 10, and they don't look like they want to stop now. Just want to send the goal difference into a place where it might just be untouched. Because remember, if you're level on points, goal difference can't come to save you and just give you the nod over your opponent. Has for Momu. Yeah, so for Pro Clubs Action, having to put in more reps, having to getting more training regimes is extremely difficult. In fact, if you're a manager of the team as well, shouts to the managers. You having to deal with like 12 to 13 personalities is not an easy one, and this is coming from someone who has a chance to be with other managers to Get Club, and I'm sure their manager will be extremely happy as the fourth goal comes in. So me just highlighting on the fact that managers are doing an extremely good job with these teams. I've had a chance to cast over eFIBA for the Ghanaian national team when they played this year, and I mean the manager just having to manage 5 or 6 people. I know how difficult that was. Now having to manage 10 to 11 people, that's crazy. So Get Club manager, you're doing extremely well. I'll have to find his name and then probably have a chat with him as well. In fact, every team's manager out there, I'm sure they are extremely happy. Maybe just a few of those at the bottom of the table, but they are doing an extremely good job. We head into the final 15 minutes of the game. Get clubbed. Big chance to just kick it out for the extra pass and then have a wide open goal to shoot at. Just didn't do that. But at this point, who's going to care? You're out by 4 goals to 0. Totally cruising in the league. Everyone that comes up against you feels scared. Enough to be in Get Club shoes at this point. Adefola, a man who we'll be speaking to right after the stream, so make sure to not go anywhere. Adefola on the 10. That is, I'll pick up the bench today. I mean, he's got it at the back of his mind that he'll be speaking to me today, and I'm sure he'd want me to speak about that goal. That time, the Trivela right on the money, beating the goalkeeper. Get Club cause. Who's stopping this crew? We've got to give a huge shout out to GG Arena for coming out with a draw against them, because these guys, they look like they are in sync. They look unstoppable. What a performance from our league leaders so far. 5-star performance. Sending a big message right across the league and telling everybody else that they are the ones to beat. They are the ones to look at, and they've been extremely incredible so far. 8 minutes to go in a very one-sided encounter. Get Club cause on course to pick all 3 points here. Ashake, maybe Eagles FC to get a goal for consolation, to just give them a morale booster for Thursday when they come. It has come, has gets the goal on the volley. That was a lovely goal also. Which is your pick of the bunch? Are you rocking with Adefola's goal or that goal with the volley from Has? That was really impressive to see. And it just goes to tell you the talent that we've got from the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. And it'll be interesting when things even get more interesting and really heated in the final stages of the league. That will be very interesting, and I hope you are all there to enjoy the action as well. Hopefully there's an African league that we can also enjoy from. I'll surely be there to help you with everything that is going down. 90th minute mark, we are heading into Get Club cause. 5 goals to 1. Yep. That's the mark of potential champions. That's the mark of league leaders. That's the mark of people who are cruising, people who've worked very hard to get here. And we'll have the chance to speak to Adefola before we end the stream today. Nito, could that be the set base? Very unlucky that time. The volley comes off the woodwork and just goes outside. But they're just cruising at this point, enjoying the EAFC. Just enjoying their stuff. Adefola in the same spot that he did damage from that time. Sheiva is able to knock that one out of the way. But, I mean, I'm just in awe of what I've seen from our league leaders today. All around today, I mean, the games have been really, really enjoyable. And that's what the Nigerian Pro Clubs League is all about. Get Club Cause sealing the deal with all 3 points today. Getting that important marker down, that important statement that we are not slacking behind. We are not giving any chance to GG Arena. But kudos to GG Arena. I mean, putting on the press against a team like this is definitely not going to be easy. But a reminder, I'll have that interview with Adefola coming up soon, right after this break. So don't go anywhere. Kindly stick and stay with us. That interview with Adefola coming right up. Finishes it. 3 goals to 1 now. The mark striker. Well, probably one of the top winning end. You're not going to care. You're just going to be excited that you are the one just taking time off that club. I'm sure at our VFC will be looking to find their way back. But it's looking like a very long way back now. Let me talk. She's doing all the talking up front there. On the volley. Goalkeeper, no chance in hell of Abuja X, and then midfield dominance from the likes of Farouk Manzo and Lancelot in those areas have just been incredible. But that could be for the games we've seen today have had loads of goals. Remember that 5-4 game in which Big Guns FC took the victory in those final minutes to get them the victory. It's very, very important that we see that one which closes it. If that had been ruled as a goal, surely contender for goal of the season. But the linesman said that wasn't the best, but he's not going to. As the Familiar FC equalized with a cross of their own. Well, they're getting another cross and it works. Well, that's deja vu. You beat me with a cross, I can do that too. Whatever you can do, I can do better. And they greedy. You kind of just feel a pep in their step with how quick and crisp those passes have been. Prince Kelvin though went about for KD Sports, but that's no way to lose the ball though. They could be punished. They've got bodies up front. The Familiar have to make this one work, and they do. That's how to put the press on. Who we call this one? Gang press it. Incredible. See, I think the Nigerian Pro Clubs League has produced definitely some amount of goals which we have enjoyed so far. On your screens right now is Niggas in Debt as they take on Eagles FC in this matchup, as Niggas in Debt kindly leading on that scoreline as they do. And just like that, the crossing coming in one, the Niggas in Debt will seal the 3 points, and they could add another goal to just put the icing on the cake. Haaland with the ball into the finish. Stamps his authority all over the game, and they're greedy to finish it up. Niggas in Debt seal the victory. Niggas in Debt who are definitely looking for those points. Come up against GFC. GFC madly lead of those points. Just has 1 point to their name. 1 draw, 5 losses. I mean, very, very important game for them as they come up against Niggas in Debt. On your screens and already the man in white making things count. Niggas in Debt starting off class. I think it's even trickier, and you've got to be alert to the danger. But so far so good. The defenders have stayed there. But what a move and what a finish. This time the cross didn't go into the far post. Aimless chaos for this matchup. 10 has definitely given us some thrills and some excitement to enjoy. But what's more to enjoy from a Nigerian Pro Clubs League than actually speaking to the players themselves? So I've got Adefola on the line from Get Club Cause, and we just saw them in action, thrashing Eagles FC by 5 goals to 1, stamping their authority all over the league. So Charlie, Adefola, what's up?
Mike, I'm good. As you can see, we got the 3 points, which is what we set to do today. So yes, really, really big bro.
Well, impressive 3 points that was. But can you tell me how the whole season has been going down so far? No matches lost. Did you guys expect to have this impressive start?
Well, frankly, we set high standards for us, but that was done before we ran everybody we want. We knew that we were one of the best. But the way it's going in the league right now, I just increasing by increasing the gap every single match week. We don't expect that one bit.
Well, I mean, if you guys didn't expect this and it's coming for you, I think it's well deserved because some of the plays I've seen from you guys is just incredible. Now, let's get off the pro clubs action a bit. I know you're a very good 1v1 player. How do you blend the two? Because I know you still play 1v1 tournaments. Have you stopped playing there, or is just that experience you're carrying over from being a great 1v1 player to being an extremely good pro clubs player?
You know, I mean, the thing is, yeah, you can be good at the game and be very, very good at the game, but you could enter pro clubs and you struggle because pro clubs is not different from 1v1. You are just one player out of level, so you have to really resonate with the remaining 10 for you to be like really, really good at the game mode. So there are people that are really good at the game, but when they enter pro club, they are fantastic. So it's not the same at all. I'm lucky that I have.
I mean, if you say, because I'm not a lot of these guys that have struggled, like guys that are trying to switch over from 1v1 action to pro clubs action that have struggled. That's why I was meaning to ask you this question. Now, final question before I leave you. Get Club Cause currently in first position, no games lost, looking like they're having maximum points so far. But a few days ago, we witnessed you guys maybe dip in form for just one game where you guys drew that game against GG Arena. How did that game go for you? And do you feel like they are breathing down your necks as they are second place, so like currently?
No, really, bro. Because the game, if you watch the game, we actually should have won.
Yeah, I mean, you guys created a lot of chances.
We're wasteful in front of goal. We're wasteful in possession, and the goal they scored was the last kick, the very last kick of the game. So we're not really pissed at that. We're just lapsing concentration, and we know we lapsing concentration, not something just take as it is and you move on to the next.
Wow, there you heard from our man Adefola. Brewing with confidence, and I mean it's exuding out among all of his teammates as well. So thank you, Adefola, for joining us. We'll catch you hopefully on Thursday, and hopefully Get Club Cause can continue in their winning streak. We'll see how that one pans out for you guys. But thanks for joining the interview. All right, so it has definitely been an impressive day, and having the chance to speak to Adefola has just been great. I mean, hearing the thoughts from someone who's great at 1v1 and also extremely good at pro clubs just gives us hope that we could also do the same. But I mean, Get Club Cause. Wow. These guys are just insane. But that's how we'll be ending it for today. I mean, it's been goals. We've seen some really incredible defensive stances as well. A nice fight back from Unsullied in that first half, but they couldn't keep the intensity in the second half. And you've got to have the consistency in first half and second half, or you just go down. So hopefully next week or even Thursday is a much better effort from Unsullied, but from the guys like GG Arena, Unsullied. You could tell that they are playing with confidence. And speaking to Adefola just right now, you could tell that he's playing with confidence, because he even said that he expected them to win that GG Arena game. And you can't fault him because they created loads and loads of chances. But they've got to keep doing that if they want to still be league leaders, because GG Arena putting and breathing down their next, winning game after game after game after getting the 3 points against Effortless FC. But that was the rundown for today. That's the action that went down today. And I mean, If you did enjoy, kindly leave a like on the stream. Kindly subscribe to the channel. It's the Nigerian Pro Clubs League, brought to you by KD Sports, FLS, Crib Sports Network, and of course your host GG Arena. As usual, my name is Slimo. Until next week, Thursday, stay safe. You can download the VPG app and keep track of what is going on. But on Thursday, we'll bring you more action from the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. I'll see you on Thursday. Uptown VL to everybody who's made this a lot more fun as we head into the second half of the action. Uptown VFC. I mean, I like what I'm seeing. Shots that just didn't have an answer. I said at the start of the stream that we will have some teams who don't have wins make some noise, but just like that, Abuja XI with a huge opportunity with the whole of the goal to him, but making no mistake. Powering of the table, the likes of Unsali GFC and Uptown VFC. My oh my, they have put up a big fight. Well, I'm not sure they'd be happy about that one. A very questionable penalty goes in the way of Abuja XI. Will they make them pay? From 12 yards, Lancelot hop steps, finishes it. 3 goals to 1 now. The mark striker. Well, probably one of the top winning end. You're not going to care. You're just going to be excited that you are the one just taking time off that clock. But I'm sure at our VFC will be looking to find their way back. But it's looking like a very long way back now. Let me talk. She's doing all the talking up front there. On the volley. Goalkeeper. No chance in hell of Abuja XI and then midfield dominance from the likes of Farouk Manzo and Lancelot in those areas have just been incredible. But that could be for the games we've seen today have had loads of goals. Remember that 5-4 game in which Big Guns FC took the victory in those final minutes to get them the victory. It's very, very important that we see that one which closes it. If that had been ruled as a goal, surely contender for goal of the season. But the linesman said that wasn't the best, but he's not going to. As the Familia FC equalized with a cross of their own. Well, they're getting